Hey, South Jersey, a good Tuesday morning to you. Press of Atlantic City meteorologist Dan Skeldon here. Want to update you on the storm. Now, some of you may be waking up and saying, hey, where's all the snow? And I'm seeing a little bit about a chat about that on social media. And remember, one of the main points of this forecast was it's not supposed to be a major snow event for South Jersey. Now, that being said, I thought we'd get an inch or two of snow overnight, and then when you wake up this morning, it's all washed away. Well, we got a coating of snow overnight, and when you wake up this morning, it's all washed away. So there was some snow coming in between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., but it's promptly changed over to rain. Radar kind of shows what's going on. You're saying, where's the storm? Well, we're getting what we thought. A lot of rain, a lot of wind, and some tidal flooding, and there'll be some poor drainage flooding as well. But the blue is the snow, and I mean, where it is snowing right now, eastern Pennsylvania, North Jersey, upstate New York, New England, that's where your blizzard is. 1 to 2 feet of snow, some places higher than that. Thunder snow, 3, 4, 5 inches of snow per hour. So it is going to be really intense along and especially north and west of I-95. That's where things are going to be wintry. You look at the green here in South Jersey and even the yellows, that's heavy rain, and that's our reality for the morning today. Also remember that the storm, as far as the rain and or if a little sleet or snow mixes in, would wind down after the morning, at least the rain part of it. So we are going to be all wet this morning. Your commute's going to be windswept and rainy, but nothing more than that. Now, there'll be some pockets of poor drainage flooding in areas that get heavy rain and can't keep up with it. And come 9:30 this morning, there'll be some tidal flooding. But even there, I'm thinking one round of moderate flooding is probably what we will see, and nothing more than that. For tidal flooding, I know it's a little hard to see here, but I'm watching the Atlantic City tide gauge, all right? This green line is the surge, the extra water, and it's been rising all morning. But the good news is that the winds are going to shift to the northwest after this morning, and that will empty out the back bay. So it's just that one high tide, between 9:30 and about 11 a.m. this morning. And right now, minor to moderate tidal flooding is forecast. And that's something that, we can handle. Major, record, you don't want that. Jonas was a record tidal flood. Sandy was a record flood from a hurricane. This is going to be nowhere near those storms. I'm thinking one round of minor to moderate flooding. Now, the poor drainage flooding from the heavy rain can meet up with the tidal flooding, so there will be some shore roads that are underwater or probably not passable this morning. But once the rain ends and the wind shifts this afternoon, we should be okay. Now, there's no snow really in South Jersey, all right? But regardless, there are some school closings and or delays, and they are on pressofatlanticcity.com. Latest we have for you, Atlantic City schools are closed today. Brigantine Public Schools are closed today. The Hamilton Municipal Courts will be closed today. All hearings will be rescheduled. The Wave Parking Garage at Mississippi and Fairmount Avenues and Atlantic City will provide free overnight parking for city residents and visitors until 8 p.m. on Tuesday. The 4 Atlantic County branches of Absecon Bank will open 2 hours later at 10 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. Stockton University is closed. Assumption Regional Catholic School is closed. Margate schools are closed. The Ventnor schools are closed. Ocean City schools are closed. Charter Tech High School is closed. Margaret Mace School in North Wildwood is closed. Wildwood schools are closed. In Ocean County, Thomas Donovan High School in Toms River is closed. Lacey Township Municipal Court is also closed as well. Now, again, these closings are not due to snow because there really is none. They are due to, the presumption of tidal flooding or poor drainage flooding. So, in a weird sort of South Jersey sort of way, you have a flood day. We really can't call it a snow day, right? Because there is no appreciable snow out there. So again, we call up the radar here, again, to show you what's going on. The storm basically behaving as forecast. Again, the nitpicking can say that, yeah, we thought we'd get a few inches and then it'd be washed away. We got a coating and it was washed away. So we didn't see the few inches of snow we thought, but the net result is the same because whatever snow we were supposed to see was going to get washed away by all this green and rain, and that's basically what happened. So For a synopsis, the rest of this morning is going to be periods of rain, heavy at times. If you head far enough inland, and that would probably be, Salem, Gloucester, Camden, Burlington counties, right along the New Jersey Turnpike. If you head right about where this blue meets this green, that's your rain, snow, sleet line, and that's where the battle's going to be ongoing. So if you're heading north and west, you could encounter some winter weather. Latest temperatures right now across South Jersey. Let's pull those up for you. And when we do, you will see, let me get the latest current air temperatures. Ultimately, here we are in South Jersey, right along the Delaware River. It's about 32 degrees, but down here, for most of us, it's 40. So it's not like it's a close call. It's not like we're right on the edge of snow. It is 44 in Atlantic City. It is 43 in Egg Harbor Township. It's 45 in Woodbine. It's 40 in Fortescue. It's 42 in Harvey Cedars and LBI, with some pretty gusty winds as well. So it is warm, or at least not that cold, and it's rain. If it was 33, 34 and it's raining, we'd have to watch that rain snow line really closely. But when it's 40 something, you know you're safe in terms of saying, okay, this is going to be all rain for the rest of the morning. Further down the coast, your low pressure is probably right about here. There is a little bit of a dry slot. Hey, if we're really lucky, we get into that dry slot a little bit later this morning, and that shuts things off as well in terms of the heaviest rain. So the heaviest rain for the next 3 to 5 hours or so, and then it will begin to taper off as we move through later in the morning. The snow is going to continue throughout the rest of the day in North Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania. That's where winter storm warnings are posted for. If I pull up the National Weather Service site, all the orange up here in North Jersey, basically north of a Trenton to Monmouth County line, along and north of 195. That's where your blizzard warnings are up for northern parts of New Jersey. Blizzard warnings for a lot of Pennsylvania, from Chester County up through Reading and Allentown and up through Scranton and the Poconos. That's where snowfall accumulations easily can exceed 1 to 2 feet of snow. So that's where your heaviest snowfall accumulations are going to be. That will also extend into upstate New York, parts of New England, where blizzard warnings do continue as well. For South Jersey, it is a high wind warning along the shore, and that high wind warning is in effect until later this afternoon. So winds may gust 50 to 60 miles an hour, and that can cause some scattered power outages. So right along the shore, the strong winds are going to be the biggest concern, along with that tidal flooding. But once again, I'm only expecting minor to moderate tidal flooding, and that is during your mid to late morning high tide around 9:30 along the ocean front, 10 to 11 in the back bays. So we'll continue to watch the radar throughout the morning. You can see the big snow concerns to our north and west. Snow lovers in South Jersey, not your storm. I mean, it's tracking basically right up the coast. That's allowing the warm ocean air to flood in, and that's essentially going to mean a windswept, rainy go of it for the rest of this morning. Rainfall totals 1 to 2 inches. That's not excessive, but obviously any areas that don't drain well naturally can flood with that 1 to 2 inches of rain. So that's what we're looking at. Winds gusting right now in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range. If I pull up the latest gusts, they are gusting up to 37 on LBI. There's a 40 mile per hour gust around Barnegat. So on the barrier islands, there are already some near 40 mile per hour gusts, and we could see those peak 50, 55, 60 miles an hour later this morning. Now remember, we had that nor'easter back in January. That was a solid 2 to 2.5 day nor'easter. This is going to be like less than 1 day nor'easter, so nothing significant expected there. Long Beach Island getting hit hard right now, and that's basically with, from what I can see, 40 mile per hour wind gusts and some heavy rain. No real snow on Long Beach Island. Let's talk to Jack Bushko, Long Beach Island resident. Jack, how are things going?
Pretty good. It's not snowing, raining really hard. Gusts are getting significantly stronger as time goes on now. And there is no street flooding yet, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, we're looking at the high tide coming up at about 9:30 or so on the LBI to Cape May ocean front, and about 10:30 in the back bays. Hopefully, the heavy rain's done by then, because you don't want the poor drainage flooding and the tidal flooding to meet. But even then, I think moderate flooding is the forecast. What would you say winds are right now?
They're probably about 30, 35, maybe gusting to 40. We've had a couple rumbles of thunder too.
Okay,
So,
all right, and that'd be really exciting, Jack, if if we're snowing, because thunder's snow really, really cool. And what's happening is all that thunder and rain that's in LBI right now is heading to North Jersey, and by the time it hits the cold up there, they're going to get the thunder snow and the several inches of snow per hour. For LBI, it looks all wet from this point out. Heavy wind-swept rain the next 3 to 5 hours, and you've been seeing the downpours on and off this morning?
Yes, lots of heavy squalls come down. So, I'll take that over the snow.
Yeah, easier to clean up, I guess, right? Or you don't have to clean it up as long as that flooding doesn't approach.
Flooding, we're good.
You're right, and moderate is not that bad for LBI. That's something that you do in the common nor'easter. It's when you get into that major category, which we're not expecting this time. The major flooding is more problematic.
That's correct.
All right, well,
Yeah.
Jack, thank you for the update from Long Beach Island. Appreciate it.
Okay, have a great day.
You too. All right, so that's Jack Bushko on Long Beach Island. Again, common nor'easter, rain, wind, some tidal flooding later this morning, but nothing more significant than that. So as far as nor'easters go, all right, this will be a historic snowstorm. 24 plus inches of snow up towards Pennsylvania, up towards North Jersey, and further north of there. Here in South Jersey, it's not going to be a historic storm. It's going to be a nor'easter. It's going to be a nasty morning, and it's probably not going to last anything longer than this morning in terms of the heavy rain, and then this afternoon with the strong winds. But that's the latest for now. We'll have hourly updates. We're going to watch the tidal flooding levels. I don't think they're going to get past moderate, so you have moderate flooding along the shore, and you'll have that poor drainage flooding from the heavy rain. But I'm not overly concerned about major flooding. I'm not overly concerned about any more winter weather here in South Jersey. Looks a little wet, looks a little windy, the winds all day, the rain this morning. All right, that's what I see for now. Another update for you at 7 o'clock here at PressiveAC.com. Thanks for logging on.